La for, hit for none. All the time. La for, hit for none. For Islam stand for peace.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you, dear viewers of MTA Africa. Welcome again to another edition of Inspirational African, a program where we bring guests who have done a lot, who have done work that has created impact on their communities, particularly here on the African continent. These guests, most of them actually, when you hear their story, it inspires you and motivates you to also create a change in your life. My name is Nahoho Rashid Matselele, your host today. And today on the set, I have a prominent farmer who is from eastern Uganda, that is the district of Kamuli. That is none other than Muzei Tibatya Johnson Kato.
Muzei Tibatya Johnson Kato is a qualified veterinary officer born from a very humble family in Kamuli district. He later got interested in farming and eventually became a commercial farmer. He has excelled in this field and received national recognition as one of the best farmers in the eastern region of Uganda. Muzei Tibatya Johnson Kato has helped a lot of youths in his community to know the importance of farming and help themselves out of poverty.
First of all, has connected to some few farmers.
Okay.
He has given me some knowledge. I earn some money from farming, especially coffee.
Okay.
Coffee and bananas.
I joined farming even before resigning.
Okay.
I was inspired by Mr. Kato Johnson, who is a cousin brother. On the grounds, the rationale was that we had a big chunk of land, but which I had not opened, and yet we are in the neighborhood. Because most of my service time I was in Kampala, I didn't have time to intervene on the land. So when I was about 8 years to, I started picking interest and visiting him. Now, along the way, I realized that I needed to have a serious intervention on the land in preparation for the period to come. That's when I picked interest to do commercial agriculture.
I want to start by requesting him to say greetings to the viewers.
By the name is Tibatya Johnson Kato. I'm a veteran at the level of a diploma. I'm born of this area. I was born in 1957, 12th April. My parents, they actually Kato, is still alive. And the late mom, Navi Elizabeth. I was born in a very, very poor family, Seto Port. And what I can recall and remember, I never slept in a sheet house, but we used to, we attacked houses where they would open that tree. And my parents were peasants, real peasants. But I can remember they used to grow cotton, seasonal crop at that time. In that kind of environment, My father took me to school, and that was Nachaka.
Primary school?
It wasn't a primary at that time, but now the government has taken over.
Okay.
It is now a primary school.
Okay.
So I was in that school for 3 years, P1, P3. Then my father took me to real primary school. There I was for P4, P5. Then he took me to Mbalamuti Primary School, where that was the time where I sat for my POE. That was 79.
1979.
79.
Okay.
Then after my POE, I joined Solar College in Miri. From senior 1 up to senior 6.
Oh, you studied up to senior 6.
Senior 6.
Okay.
Then I went to VTI, Integrated Knowledge Institute.
Okay. In your introduction, you said that you were born in a very, very poor family, peasant family. So, what challenges did you face, and what sacrifices did your parents go through to make sure that you reach at that level in your education?
And the biggest challenge was school fees.
After primary, you finished secondary up to senior 6. Here you've gone and you've now studied institute. You've graduated as a animal husbandry officer, diploma level. How do you start life?
I got some employment as I worked with the CCF.
CCF.
It's an organization dealing with the children.
Okay.
I also worked in the plan as a consultant.
Okay. Having spent some time in veterinary doctor, treating animals, how do you cross to commercial farming?
With my technical knowledge, we started rearing animals, these local animals, one by one.
Cows?
Cows.
Okay.
Then this local. Then we changed to horses. We have some horses. Then the government one time, that was financial 2000, 2005, 2006. NADS came on, government came on in the NADS program.
Okay.
Now we are beginning with it. We are starting our crop industry. So the government came with an idea that people should plant mangoes, fruits. I don't know, I think it was a zonal program, because we lie in a zone called Bukinyanya. I think it's in your area, Bukinyanya.
Yeah.
So for us here, according to the climate conditions, I think the agronomists actually identified this area as a good area for fruits. So the government started giving us seedlings for mangoes. But before that, I had visited a sister in Ruweru, that's Bamunanika, where I saw the enterprise of mangoes, that real people were getting a lot of money out of these mangoes. So when the government came with that program of nuts and supplying, giving us seedlings, I began to plant, just as you can see.
Okay. So before the mango project, you were only concentrating on animals, or some doing also
before the mango project, we also, just as I've told you, before the mango project, I had specialized in animals, animal production. But being under the same Ministry of Agriculture and under fisheries, we found it necessary to go enterprise mix. So we also chose this project.
Of the mangoes. Okay. So now you go. This means that now you were determined to go commercial farming.
Yes.
So how many acres of land did you start with when you started the mango project?
It's really very interesting. Bring you back, set you back a bit. Before even the nuts program, I started with 7 plants of mangoes. 7 plants. I began with 7 plants, and I used to buy those plants in seedlings from the late. There was a nursery in Chuongo, and that was under the late Mifure. Now, when the nuts came in, instead of buying those the seedlings, I continue with the nuts program.
Okay.
And right now we have a population of 667 trees of mangoes.
So over 600 trees of mangoes that you have today. How long have you finished now in this sector of growing mangoes?
We started in the financial 2006.
2006.
Yeah, 2006 when that was when we started growing mangoes.
So if I count from 2006 up to now, it's over 20 years. 15 years, around there. Okay, so what are some of the achievements that you have seen from this?
In fact, the best achievement I can really realize and tell you, having planted all these mangoes, it really, it is the achievement, I think, in my life.
Again?
The greatest achievement out of this mango project. I hosted the president of this country because of this mango project.
Sure.
Beyond doubt.
The president of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, visited you here?
The president actually wanted to see how farmers have gone with the program of nuts. And in the district, I marked one of the serious farmers in the mango project. So the extension officers, the political team saw my name, and eventually, as I've told you, 2010, the president came to see whether really what the information I was getting was true. And we had a very good time. We moved with him in the plantation, and was really inspired and gave me some gifts, like you can see the pickup. And yes,
this pickup was given to you by
the president.
That means his visit was a great achievement, and it brought a lot of blessings.
That is the greatest achievement. And I've got some really, what I should say, also some of the achievements. I've got some money, and I've educated my children out of this project.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the community around you?
The community around me has also benefited, and some have also started planting Just as I have some people, some community members who are here, they'll get the story about me.
Okay. So we know that every journey and everything that we do in life has challenges. What are those hurdles that you've faced since you started this mango farming?
First of all, when I just planted these mangoes, we had the challenge of weather. During drought, we used to have a very good hard time to continue the upbringing of this. So we used to get water from the river Nile. We call it spot marking, and then great irrigation to water. We usually water in cans. It wasn't only the story, it was not only the root. Establish this mango. So we used to, that's the biggest challenge first of all we got. Then after that, the challenge was even to date, the human pest.
Okay.
We got the human pest, what I say, the community, because now with the sugarcane growing, the community has actually done away with the local mango.
Okay.
And right now I'm faced with a very big problem. The human pest, the thieves. People come and encroach and come and steal. Then market. Market is not really reliable because as you are aware, of our markets, we don't have a certain market for these fruits. We also gamble a bit. Another challenge, the fruit flies. I understand you. Have you ever seen a mango with maggots?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So as we wind up, we know that in Uganda, most of the young people have a negative attitude towards agriculture and the farming sector. What advice do you give them?
What I can give the younger ones is that if we are to maintain and really that maintain the backbone
Of Uganda.
Of Uganda. Because I know a backbone, you know the function of the backbone?
Yes.
The central nervous system actually.
Actually, without it, there's no life.
No life. My call is that they should come and anyway, you see, the longest, even the longest, I don't know, you always begin with one step. They should come and join the venture of agriculture and really begin farming and taking the farming as a business.
Okay.
Because what I know, the young ones want white collar jobs, even those who have read very many books with the level of PhD. There is no reliable employment. But here, you are self-employed. You are not taxed. You are not what. Like me, I'm proud of my project. No, those shops with those retailers. When you set up a shop of maybe 100,000, 12 komi, the tax collectors come and the weighing machine, whatever, and the like. But in agriculture, you produce, sell.
And perhaps you also have food to eat. So maybe my last question to you, as you have spent a lot of years in farming, Your name has gone even in the books of the president, and I'm sure the people of Kamuli are so proud of you.
Very much.
You are an inspiration to them and also to many Ugandans. So, in future, what legacy would you wish to leave behind?
What I know, we have three in my life. I always talk of three enterprises. We have the short-term enterprise, the mid-term, and then the long-term. But the long-term enterprise actually takes long to give you proof to realize them. But long-term enterprise actually can leave your legacy, because I know, just as I've told you, my children actually very much interested in this. Even after 100 years, this plantation will be in existence. And that was the Mzee Kato died. I think that's the legacy.
Okay.
As a principal journalist, I know, I also encourage you that recite your papers. Please learn and come on land also. Begin establishing these things, because one thing I've known, these papers actually have expiry dates. Your time will come when you can no longer actually
When I can no longer be a journalist.
a journalist. No. A functional journalist. You know, you die a journalist, but a functional journalist.
Okay. Of course, you told me many people around your community have tried to benefit from this. Is the number increasing? And after you, in terms of legacy, how do you want to leave also your community, apart from your family?
What I did most is that I should actually also treat that I live in the community that is really inspired. Now, as we talk now, I've got some younger stars. They are with us here.
Okay.
They used to take agriculture as actually the punishment. But I'm glad to report to you that now they are really loved. They have joined this venture and they are really enjoying it.
They are also growing mangoes.
They have started growing mangoes, coffee, banana. Yeah. What I told you that for me, I've not specialized in mangoes alone, but I've got an enterprise mix.
Okay.
I have these enterprises actually. I have mangoes, that's fruits, and oranges in the fruit sector. I have coffee, to the tune of 15 acres.
Wow.
And in the coffee, we have intercropped, we have banana.
Wow.
And the dairy we have, though not very booming, but actually it's really worth looking at. We also have got goat farming.
Okay.
We have started, but we are going to go and actually verify. So some of the younger boys who have, some members who are here, I think you can also talk to them and they will give a true story about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've tried to convince people. The community actually is changing, but you still you can't. Rome wasn't built in one day, but you're going slowly by slowly. I always tell my people, most of my visitors, people come for technology shopping. People come here. Very many people come and shop in the technology, but what I always tell them at their departure, when you have that candle, light it, it will produce a flame. I understand all of you are in the lab. I think you can't reach that level. I think you have ever seen the Bunsen burner.
Yes.
The Bunsen burner in the chemistry lab. So it sets up a flame. Now, when your neighbors are in darkness, please encourage them to come and tap light on that candle. Now, I always ask the question. I always ask a question. If 1,000 candles have tapped light on your candle, does your flame change or it remains the same?
It remains the same.
But now, what increases instead?
It's the light.
It's the light, because
the brightness.
The brightness, because all those 1,000 candles that have tapped light on your candle will produce light. And what I always encourage my people, that if you have the technology, let people come and tap and your technology. It will have no effect. What will increase the impact? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah?
It's the brightness and the impact.
Yes. So don't be selfish. If you really have a good technology, encourage you people to come and tap that technology.
And benefit from it.
Yeah, they benefit from it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muzei Tibatya Johnson Kato. I know you have a lot, but time cannot allow us. Indeed, that has been so inspirational, and we thank you for having accepted us to host you on this show. And I hope that the people who are watching this program are going really to benefit from your knowledge. Dear viewers of MT Africa, that has been Muzei Tibatya Johnson Kato, one of the biggest farmers in Kamuli district in the eastern part of Uganda. And I think what he has summarized the program with is that all of us, we should be that candle which lights other candles. You lose nothing if you attract other people, the people around you, to come and benefit from your knowledge. And I think he is a great example and an epitome of success in Kamuli district. Until next time we meet again in Inspirational African, I remain as Nahoho Rashid Matsalede, your host. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
La for, hit for none, alata. La for, hit for none, for Islam stand for peace.